Another strategy I would like to share with you is multiplying by partial products. I'm showing you a 1-digit times a 2-digit number, okay? When you're multiplying a multi-digit number, the number is broken up by place value when you're multiplying. For example, I'm using the same numbers I shared in the other video where I've got 43 times 7 when I was using the area model. Here, you've got 40 times 7, which will give you 280, plus 3 times 7, which would give you 21. You would then get those two partial products and add 280 plus 21 to give you 301, right? Okay. Again, I'm using 1-digit by 3-digit. And whenever you're using the 1-digit by 3-digit, you're just going to break up that number, that larger digit number, multi-digit number in its place values. 430 and 4 are broken up from 434, and you're multiplying each place value by the single digit. So 400 times 7 is 28, 30 times 7 is 210, 7 times 4 is 28. I would take each one of those partial products and add them up to get my total product sum, okay? So using partial products when you have 2-digit by 2-digit numbers. This is a form of the associative property of multiplication, but the way you're still thinking about looking at breaking numbers up by or using their place values to help you. So this is actually the order you're using. If you got a 2-digit by 2-digit number, you're going to first multiply the ones times the ones, then you'd multiply the ones times the tens, then you'd multiply the tens times the ones, and then you'd multiply the tens times the tens. And I always told the children to always use this bottom number to help you keep track. So let me show you what we're talking about. When we say ones times ones, we're going to do ones, which is 2, times ones, which is 3. My two numbers in my ones place in both my 2-digit numbers. So 2 times 3 is 6. Okay? Then I would go ones times tens. Again, I'm starting with my bottom number. So I'm going to do 2 times the number in the tens place. This 4 is not just plain 4. It represents 4 tens, so it's 40. So I'm going to be doing 2 times 40, or 4 tens, which is 80. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to do tens times ones. Again, I'm starting with this bottom number. What's in my tens place? A 7 in this bottom number. So that 7 represents 70. It's going to be 70 times the number in the ones place in this top number, which is 3. 70 times 3 is 210. Then I would go tens times tens, which is 70 times 40, okay? And I would say, 70 times 40 or 40 times 70, it doesn't really matter. The order is, it doesn't matter. To be honest with you, I probably should have written the, well, I guess it really doesn't matter, but I usually just try to make sure I tell the kids that, yeah, it doesn't really matter, because both of these numbers are tens numbers. So you could just write 2,800, okay? So then you're adding all of those up. And like I said, I always like to start with the smallest number and go all the way down to the largest number. And I'm going to get 3,096, okay? 3,096. So that is how you can use partial products. I always want to just make sure that the kids use the right order when they're using this so that they don't get mixed up. So I always told them to try this little rhyme or saying, old orange octopus takes time out to travel. If they say that to themselves, this will help them remember the ones times ones, Old Orange, ones times tens, octopus takes, tens times ones, time out, tens times tens to travel. Okay. I hope that was helpful. Out of these two strategies, to be honest with you, I think most kids gravitate towards towards area model versus partial product. But this is another strategy I shared with the boys and girls. Thank you.